Whenever we write an expression and we are compiling that program, the compiler always has to check whether the parentheses in the expression are matching or not. So as we can see over here, in this case, the parentheses are matching. In this case, we see again that the parentheses are matching. Let us take a case of this. You see over here that the opening bracket is a round bracket, whereas the closing bracket is a curly bracket. So here the parentheses are not matching. Again, here the parentheses are not matching. Again, the parentheses are not matching over here. So ultimately the problem boils down to removing the operands but taking only a look at the brackets which are present over there. So suppose if we keep a count variable and every time we have an opening bracket, we will increment this count variable by 1, and every time we have a closing bracket, we will decrement it by 1. So if in the end our count variable is 0, we should be able to say that it is balanced because the count of the opening is equal to the count of closing. So here if we see count is being so currently if count is 0, so count becomes 1. Again it's an opening bracket, so it becomes 2. It is a closing bracket now, so I can decrement count, so it becomes 1. Opening again 2, opening again 3, closing now, so 2, closing again and 1, opening again 2, closing 1, closing 0. So here we can say that the parentheses are balanced and the number of opening brackets are equal to the number of closing brackets. This works fine if the type of brackets that we are having are of the same type. But here in this case, this method would not work. What we can do is that probably we can have a different count for the curly brackets and a different count for the round brackets over here. So let's say count for curly and count for round bracket. Initially both are 0. So curly bracket opening, so this becomes 1. Round bracket opening, so this becomes 1. Curly bracket closing, so 0. Round bracket closing, so 0. Curly bracket opening 1. Round bracket opening 1. Round bracket closing, so 0. Curly bracket closing, so 0. So by the count we can see that the number of opening brackets are equal to the number of closing brackets again for both kinds of the brackets. But you see that the order in which they are being closed or open is not correct. This is not a balanced set of brackets. So the characters and their order is important. So if we see over here, this is a balanced set of parentheses, whereas this is an unbalanced set of parentheses, because the order, if you see over here, is not correct. So what are the rules that go on behind checking whether the parentheses are balanced or not? Every opening parenthesis must find a closing counterpart to its right. That means if the opening parenthesis is here, its counterpart closing parenthesis should be to its right. We cannot have something like this. This is not balanced. So this is one of the rule. Every opening parenthesis must have a closing counterpart. Counterpart means a bracket of the similar type to its right. And every closing parenthesis must find an opening counterpart to its left. That means if there was a closing parenthesis, there must have been an opening bracket of a similar type to its left. Also, the next rule is the last bracket which was unclosed it has to be closed first. So if we have a last bracket of type round which was opened last, then it should be the one which should be closed first, and it should be the same counterpart, a similar type of bracket, not a different type. So let's see what is the solution. So if we have a set of parentheses like this, if we remove the operands and we are just left with a set of parentheses, we are going to scan from left to right. And if it is an opening parenthesis, we are going to add it to a list. So we are going to create a list and we are going to keep adding parentheses as we scan this. As we scan this expression, we will add parentheses to the list. If it is a closing parenthesis, we will remove the last opening parenthesis if it's a counterpart. So let's see how we will go around this. So this is the first parenthesis that we come across as we scan from left to right. So we have added it to the list. Again, the next character is again an opening parenthesis. So again, we add it to the list. Next is a closing parenthesis. What do we have to do with a closing parenthesis? We have to check in the list what was the last opening parenthesis. And if it is a counterpart, we will remove it. So if you see over here, this is a closing round bracket. And when we check the list, we find its counterpart of an opening bracket. So now we remove this and our list is only left with this curly brace. We scan the next character in the expression and we get a opening square bracket. So we add it to the list. Next character is a closing parenthesis. So whenever it is a closing parenthesis, we will check the list. Here we see that the last opening parenthesis is the counterpart of this square closing bracket. So we will remove it from the list again. We are just left with this curly brace. Next character in the expression is this closing curly brace. So check the list again. Yes, we have found its counterpart of an opening curly brace. So remove it. What are we left with? We are left with an empty list. If we are left with an empty list, that means our parentheses are balanced. As you can see that in this list, we are adding and removing elements or characters from one end only. So can we not use a stack for this? We can, definitely. So let's see the pseudocode. So we have an expression which is the expression of braces and n is the length of that expression. We are going to create a stack. This could be using an array or a linked list. And for I is equal to 0 to the length of the expression, so from 0 to n minus 1, we are going to run this loop and we are going to scan each character from left to right. So if the expression is a opening bracket, it could be either a round bracket or a curly brace or a square bracket, then we are going to push that character onto the stack. If it is a closing brace, then we are going to check whether the stack is empty or the top does not pair. That means it is a false. That means the parentheses are not balanced. Else, if we have found a counterpart, we are simply going to pop out the topmost element from the stack. After we have scanned the whole expression, we will check whether the stack is empty or not. If it is empty, that means our parentheses were balanced. If not, if there are still some braces remaining in it, that means the parentheses were not balanced. So let's take an example over here. So we will take this example. So we scan this expression. The first expression is an opening brace. So we come over here. If it is an opening brace, we have to push it onto the stack. So we get it like this. Scan the next character. It is an opening brace again. So push it onto the stack. Check the next character. It is a curly brace and it is a closing brace. What do we have to do if it is a closing brace? We have to check whether the stack is empty. No, it is not empty. Does it pair with the expression? Does the top pair with the expression EI? Does it pair with EXPI? No, it is a curly brace and here we are having a square brace. So we have to return a false. That means this set of this expression, this set of braces are not balanced. And we can see it also over here that this was not a balanced set of expressions. Let's take the next example over here. So what do we have? We have a set of parentheses again. So what is the starting? The first character over here is a opening brace. So what do we do with if it is an opening brace? We push it onto the stack. Then we come to the next character, again an opening brace, push it onto the stack. Come to the next character. What is the next character? It is a closing brace. So it is this. And now what do we have to do? We have to check whether stack is empty. No, stack is not empty. Does the top does not pair with EXPI? Does it pair or not? Yes, it pairs. So we are out over here because this is an closing round bracket and our top of the stack is pairing with this. It is a counterpart of this character. So we will simply do a pop operation. That means the top of the stack element will be popped out of the stack. Then we scan the next character. So it's a square bracket. So and it's an opening bracket. So push it onto the stack. Check the next character, a closing bracket. So if it is a closing brace, check whether it pairs with the top of the stack. Yes, it pairs with it. So do a pop operation. So the top of the stack, it will be removed since we are doing a pop operation. Check the next character. Again, it's a closing brace. So check with the top of the stack. It's a counterpart. So we remove this. And now we are out of the loop since we have scanned the whole expression over here. So we check now whether the stack is empty or not. Yes, the stack was empty. That means our expression is balanced. Let's take this example. The starting is with a closing brace. So we come over here and we say that we have to now go and check whether the stack is empty. Yes, the stack is empty and we have not found any counterpart for this. So we return false. That means this set of parentheses is not balanced. So this is how we use the stack to see whether our parentheses in an expression are balanced or not.